Good afternoon. Today we're going to evaluate the magneto of a 1916 Evinrude rowboat motor. I'm going to give, in the beginning, special thanks to the members of the Southern Ontario Rowboat Motor Club who put out a nice magazine in 2009, I believe, volume volume 2, issue 1, and it helped a lot in kind of setting this up and helped me to evaluate my magneto plate and my coils of my for my rowboat motor. I have a Merc 98A, and I have that hooked up. I want to send a special thanks out to Jeff Register, who cleaned the buzzer coil on there. Thank you very much. It works fine. Thank you very much, Jeff. So let's get to evaluating this the coil. Well, looking down at the coil, it's my understanding that this portion of the coil here is the primary winding. It's covered in a tar or pitch and a tape, and it's meant to cover it. So it kind of looks kind of dirty and nasty, but that's what they use, my understanding, to help protect the coils and the magneto plate and the wires. This portion of it here has the separate secondary windings. So it's not all in one. It's actually separate. So these are the primary windings. These are the secondary windings, and these are the portions of the pieces of the laminate that they go to. Underneath this tar and pitch have the wires going to their separate areas underneath the plate. Coming from the primary windings, we have a little connection here that goes to the coil, and then down to the from the coil we have it hooked up to the points which it's underneath the magneto. I'm going to switch over to an older type of a newer type magneto plate. It is basically the same thing, but I think it's, from my understanding, I was told by a member that there is a slightly newer version of the magneto plate. Here we have the primary and secondary windings. Again, the laminates here, but instead we have a square box condenser and the wiring going across. When I got this coil, previously the pitch and tar were removed from this section area, so you can see where this portion of the coil is going down to the magneto plate and grounding it here, and this is going down to underneath the magneto. I'm going to flip this over where you can see what I'm talking about. So underneath here they have this terminal here. From my understanding, from what I've read, there's normally a little brass link, a little brass piece or copper piece that connects these two terminals together. With this one, I had to place a loop onto itself to complete the connection. And here we have the points here in this adjustment here, and this is where we screw in the high tension lead that goes to the spark plug. Here, going back to the magneto plate that we're going to evaluating, I had to hook up the power test line going to the high tension lead. There was only a little piece of the magneto wire that was in there. The rest of it was broken off, so I was able to get a piece of that connecting to that in there. And then I took the black portion of the Merc here, and I connected it to the mag plate to ground it. And then I have the positive wire coming, instead of hooking it up to the end here, I went ahead and just bypassed the condenser, but I did isolate the condenser underneath in case it touched with a piece of cardboard underneath. And I hooked it directly to the coil itself, right here, where it connects to the condenser from the primary windings. So here's the Merc, and from my reading and from what I've read, we're going to do a power test of the coil. So I did use a multimeter, and I did check the primary windings, and it was great. And then I checked the secondary windings, and I got like almost 2 to 3 ohms of resistance. So I recently got a Merc, and I got it up and running. And so I'm going to do a power coil test. My understanding, if I've read correctly, if not, please, one of the members correct me. I think less than on the 2 ohm scale, then the coil is good. So we're going to go ahead and turn it on to the first section, the power coil test for number 1. Turn it on. Nice, comes on. You can hear a nice humming sound. And then I'm going to turn this knob until I capture a spark in this window here, a consistent spark. And so when I do, it lets me know that how much power is needed to, if any at all, if it'll come on at all, or if this coil is bad. So we'll see. So I'm going to slowly start turning it. Okay, and I'm going to put the tester, the light on the little tester so you can see. So as I'm turning it, I'm turning the power up slowly. Okay. So I got a consistent spark there. I turned it back a little bit, and I'm trying to use the minimum amount. Okay, so on the Merc scale, it looks like it's about 1 ohm. Okay, so indeed it looks like I have a good coil. All right, thank you very much, guys. Bye.